I guess the terrorist threat is always present and it's always shifting in terms of how much of a threat there is, but really I guess the key part of it is that it's very much evolving, so there are different ways that terrorist cells are using to attack. They attack in different places and they're using different weapons, so it's really quite a dynamic problem that's evolving constantly, which makes it obviously very hard to predict what they're going to do next. I mean, the first finding is really that human factors and ergonomics can be used to actually break systems. Just, the normal use of human factors and ergonomics is actually to optimize systems. I think what this research has shown is that when there's a system that's been designed to achieve something bad or something illicit, human factors and ergonomics can be used to actually effectively break that system. So that's been one key finding. The other key finding is really that there are, I guess, multiple opportunities to actually disrupt the behaviour of a terrorist cell. And for example, if we take the function of propaganda, there are various things that you can target to actually disrupt how a terrorist cell will use propaganda to recruit people, and that might be removing access to a social media platform. It might be disrupting the information that they're putting out in propaganda, or it might be literally limiting their ability to get onto the internet to do propaganda. So I think the research shows that there are multiple kind of vulnerabilities in a terrorist cell that you can actually choose to target. I mean, it's definitely been involved, but typically human factors and ergonomics work in this area is used to optimize law enforcement agencies and how they work. So again, it's about optimizing their systems and how they perform. In terms of actually using it to find ways of breaking a system, there's really not a lot being done. It's really quite a novel application of human factors and ergonomics. Yeah, I mean, that's the key thing. I mean, using human factors and ergonomics in this way, it opens up lots of application areas. So if you think of any system that's been designed to achieve something illicit, you can think of child sex abuse. There's an application there. We've got another project which is actually looking at identity theft and trading in the darknet, and the same principle applies there. You can actually disrupt that system. And then there's things like fraud, for example. You can look at basically any system that's been created to do something bad. This approach works, I guess. I mean, it could have a really big impact this was a small proof of concept study, but if we were actually to apply this to different terrorist cells and different groups of terrorists globally, and then we refine the disruption strategies and actually implement them, it could have a massive impact, because essentially, because it's a new approach, it's providing us with new ways of disrupting the behaviour of terrorist cells, so the impact could be huge.